Some emails leaked out last night from Blizzard, and they look really bad. Have employees absolutely fuming, and there's going to be a lot more happening next week, I'm told by my sources. By the way, if you work for Blizzard, you know I have a history of keeping you anonymous, keeping Blizzard employees anonymous. My email, of course, is thequartering@gmail.com. Definitely, if you have something you want to say or comment on, I would love to hear it. Last night, there were some email leaks that are positively spicy. Also, by the way, I started streaming again. I streamed for a couple hours yesterday. I'll be streaming 3 to 5 days next week, and then settling into a regular 3-day stream schedule. Right now I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, but also New World is on the schedule, as well as finally playing through Cyberpunk, perhaps. It's just twitch.tv/thequartering. I'll leave it linked in the pinned comment. It'd be awesome if you could give me a follow there. Now, this is some spicy stuff. So this is via Jason Schreier. Blizzard president J. Allen Brack sent out the email to staff last night addressing the claims from this week's suit, calling them extremely troubling and saying that he'd be meeting with many of you to answer questions and discuss how we can move forward. And this is what it led with. Hello, Blizzard. I am personally having a lot of emotions coming out of yesterday, and I know you do too. The claims and the hurt of the current and former employees are very troubling. I know many of you would like to receive more clarity. While I cannot comment on the specifics of the cases, it's an open investigation. How lucky for you. What I can say is that the behavior detailed in the claims is completely unacceptable. It goes with saying it is completely unacceptable for anyone in the company to face discrimination. It goes with saying that everyone should feel safe working here, whether we are on campus at BlizzCon or working from home. And it takes courage to come forward, and all claims brought to the company are investigated by internal and, when needed, external investigators. We take these claims very seriously. Claims can be made without fear of retaliation, and many times I attend to them personally, along with our other top leaders. Stepping back, when I talked with Bobby about taking this job, one of the first things I mentioned was a revered saint of the Brack household, Gloria Steinem. Growing up, the value of women as equals, understanding the work that had been done for equal treatment, and the fact that there was still much to do were common themes. These were just one of the reasons why the fight for equality is undeniably important to me, except for Hong Kong. People with different backgrounds, views, and experiences are essential for Blizzard, our teams, and our player community. I disdain bro culture and have spent my entire career fighting against it. Well, it seems like you're not very effective, if what they say is true. Iterating on the culture with the same intensity that we bring to our games is imperative. With our values acting as a North Star, this is some of the most important work we do, both as professionals and human beings. A company is more than a legal construct that exists of pieces of paper and filing cabinet in Delaware. The people that work at the company make it what it is through their actions and creations. Each of us plays a role in maintaining a place of safety for one another, and it's up to each of us to continue to craft the Blizzard we want and commit to doing it long part, keeping Blizzard great, but always aspiring for more. I can just see the overcorrection coming from a mile away now. The leadership team and I will be meeting with many of you to answer the questions how we plan to move forward. In the meantime, I want you to know you can talk to any manager, any HR partner. I feel angry, sad, and a host of other emotions, but I also feel grateful to work alongside a set of leaders and thousands of employees who join me in their commitment to continuous improvement. Now, this is where I'm talking specifically to the Blizzard employees that watch my videos, and I know there are hundreds of you. Email me. Let me know what you think about this. I will keep you anonymous. I give you my word. And if you look, I have a history of sharing statements from people at Blizzard, and I've never divulged their name. This is classified. I classify my business as news for that specific reason in my tax filings. Then Activision Blizzard executive Fran Townsend, who was the Homeland Security Advisor to George W. Bush and joined Activision in March, sent out a very different kind of email that has some Blizzard employees fuming. As executive sponsor of the ABK Employees Women's Network and our chief compliance officer, I want to reach out to you. I know this has been difficult for many of us. A recently filed suit presented a distorted and untrue picture of our company, including factually incorrect, old, and out of context stories for some more than a decade ago. The Activision company of today, the Activision companies I know, are great companies with good values. When I joined the executive leadership team, I was certain I was joining the company where I would be valued, treated with respect, and provided equal opportunities to those afforded to the men, to the men of this company. Afforded to the men. Okay. Oh, this is a woman. For me, this has been true during my time as a leader. I am committed to making sure that the experiences I have the same as the rest of the organization. We have a leadership team that is committed to these principles in every way. I'm proud to be part of the company. Blah, 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 blah. Investing in and strengthening our diversity and inclusion. I don't know, DE&I think. Diversity, equality, and inclusion. Employee networks, introducing learning and development programs, amplifying internal programs such as the Way to Play Heroes and reoccurring Speak Up campaign, reinforcing channels for employees to report violations, including the ASK list, introducing the employee relations team. We put tremendous effort into creating fair compensation policies that reflect our commitment to equal opportunity. We review compensation regularly and feel confident that we pay all employees fairly for equal or substantially similar work. We take proactive steps to ensure that pay and advancement are driven of merit. We reward performance as we conduct extensive anti-discrimination trainings. Wow. Just an outright denial. Just an outright denial. You see Modern Warzone here saying no remorse whatsoever. I don't know. I mean, again, this is tough. I really hate the politics of Blizzard, but I still love their games. And there is no doubt in my mind, okay, that some of the things that were said are true. But there is also no doubt in my mind that some of the things are old or had been dealt with. People may have been fired or reprimanded for certain behavior. And what happens is they all get repackaged as, this suit. They also shared a video there's a video making the rounds that Jason also shared here. This video mentioned in the article, which was getting passed around between some Blizzard folks last night during J. Allen Brack's email. Listen to this.
I love what you guys done with Little Crest. I love the fact that you have a lot of very strong female characters. However, I was wondering if we could have some that don't look like they've stepped out of a Victoria's Secrets catalog.
Booed immediately.
What do you mean? Wait.
Which catalog would you like them to step out of?
Could you see Sylvanas looking any other way? Right. So we feel you, and we want to vary our female.
So here's 2010 BlizzCon panel, where a fan was brave enough to ask a panel of men, including J. Allen Brack, whether there's scope for some of WoW's female characters could be less. I hate this word, spicified or whatever. You mean good looking? I mean, there are plenty of ugly WoW characters, plenty of them. I just don't understand. And then Scryer goes on to say, one important point worth reiterating on here is we've learned over the past couple of days Blizzard culture issues existed long before Activision started interfering with operations and driving people out. More to come in the next few weeks. This is pretty spicy stuff. On top of obviously the Warcraft 3 information that came out. I don't know. You see, I've heard so many stories from women at Blizzard and other game companies getting arbitrarily denied promotions or raises, or learning that men with the same title or experience make significantly more. This is the solution, and the way to get it is to unionize. Good luck with that. That's never going to happen. Also, I feel like that's used as an excuse a lot. That isn't to dismiss. That isn't to say it never happens. But it is to say that sometimes there was a better option. Sometimes somebody works harder. Sometimes somebody negotiated better for a higher salary, which is something that men statistically do. Men take more risks in negotiations and are more aggressive, demanding the things that they want. This isn't new information. This is just how men are. Some women do this as well, of course, but this is going down the road of the pathetic wage gap argument that keeps getting brought up and debunked over and over again. We're going to have a lot to talk about next week with Blizzard, I imagine, and I'm hoping to hear from some Blizzard employees today or over the weekend. If you can, make sure, if you're interested in just non-political, just having fun, make sure you follow my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/thequartering. Feel free to subscribe to it, too, if you don't have to, though. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.